Hi, future expats. I'm Quinn. I'm 55 years old. I'm not rich. I'm working two jobs right now, and most days I leave my house before the sun's up and get home after it goes down. And I'm telling you all of that because I want you to know exactly who's talking to you before I say the next part. I'm becoming an expat anyway. Welcome to the Everyday Expat. If you've been quietly wondering whether there's another version of your life waiting somewhere else, one that doesn't require you to become a millionaire or 30 years old or already retired, this channel is for you. I want to be upfront with you about something because it'll save us both time. This channel isn't for people who can drop $500,000 on a citizenship program. It isn't for 25-year-old digital nomads working from Bali. It isn't for people who already have 3 properties and are looking for a 4th with the Mediterranean view. There are great channels for those people. Nomad Capitalist is one, and it's excellent. I learned from them. But when I watched those channels, I kept noticing the same thing. Nobody was talking to the rest of us. The people who are 45, 50, 55, people with modest savings, maybe some debt, kids at home, jobs they're tired of, people who don't have $250,000 to throw at a golden visa, but who are absolutely serious about building a life with real freedom in it. That's who I am. That's who this channel is for. Here's the short version of how I got here. I'm a single mother. I've been raising my daughter alone for 15 years. I work 2 jobs, out the door most mornings before 6 a.m., not home until after 7 at night. For 15 years, I've been trying to give her everything she needs to make every dollar stretch further than it should. I did the math on what the next 10 years look like if nothing changes, and I didn't like what I saw. My money here doesn't go far enough. My rent barely gets covered. There's no wiggle room for travel, for experiences, for savings, for breathing. And I know that there are places in the world where what I have goes further, where I could own something instead of renting forever, where my daughter could go to university without burying herself in debt, where I could eat well, live safely, and actually rest. So I started researching, not a get rich quick thing, but real options, real countries, real cost. What does it actually take for someone like me, regular income, regular budget, real life, to leave the United States and build something better somewhere else? That research turned into a plan. This channel is me documenting that plan, out loud, in public, while I actually do it. I'm not going to tell you I have it all figured out, because I don't. What I'm going to promise you is that I will be honest about every step. The wins, the setbacks, the numbers, what they look like, the numbers that look good on paper and fall apart in real life, all of it. So what does everyday expat actually mean? 3 things. First, regular budgets. We're looking at real countries where you can buy land for $5,000, not $500,000. Residency visas that don't require a 7-figure bank account. Cost of living math that works on $1,500 to $2,500 a month. If a strategy only works for wealthy people, we're not covering it here. Second, real research, not hype. The expat space online is full of dreamy travel content and influencers pushing programs they get paid to promote. I'm not doing that. When I cover a country, we're getting the real numbers, what land actually costs, what the utility bills actually run, what the residency paperwork actually requires, what the hidden costs are that nobody puts in the thumbnail. Third, this is useful even if you never leave. A lot of what we'll cover: cheap land, financial strategy, designing a life around what matters to you, applies whether you move abroad or stay home, and use these ideas to build more freedom where you are. Take what fits. Here's specifically what's coming up. Countries where regular people can buy land affordably: Paraguay, Georgia, the country, parts of Portugal, Spain, Mexico, Bolivia. Real listings, real prices, real legal processes for Americans who've never done anything like this. Also, pay to move programs. Places around the world that will literally pay you to relocate there. Cash, tax breaks, free housing. These are real programs, and most Americans have no idea they exist. Residency visas that don't require wealth, pathways where $1,200 to $1,500 a month of income is enough to qualify for legal residency in a country. They exist. Residency visas that don't require wealth, pathways where $1,200 to $1,500 a month of income is enough to qualify for residency in a country. They exist. We're going to find them together. The real cost, not just the headline price, but everything else. The notary fees, the translation costs, the healthcare setup, the banking challenges, the things that surprise you 6 months in. I'm going to tell you about all of it. And the financial rebuilding side, what it actually looks like to start over financially at 50 or 55. When the plan you thought you had didn't work out, that's my story. And I suspect it might be yours too. If anything I've said sounds like you, if you've been quietly doing the math on your own life and not liking what you see, subscribe. Not because I need the numbers, because I want to build this in front of people who actually need what I'm researching. Next week, I'm walking through 7 countries where everyday people can buy land for under $5,000. Real listings, real prices. The week after that, 5 countries that will literally pay you to move there in 2026. If you want to be along for this journey, hit subscribe, ring the bell so you don't miss it. And if you know someone in your life who's been quietly wondering the same thing, send them this video. That's how we build this community, one real person at a time. I'll be here with honest research, regular budgets, real options, and just determination.